Very good evening to everyone, the Governor, the Chairman of the governing body of IBPC, Mr. Siddharth, the entire governing body, my colleague, His Excellency, Mr. Satish, Consul General, and the entire IBPC family. It's a great pleasure and honor for me to be with you all this evening. And what a day, because I think even for me, seeing the rains here in Dubai, I think it's a blessing, as we see in our culture also. So I think it's for me, I feel blessed that the gods are giving us this rain in this land of UAE. They are blessing us. They are blessing me joining this great family of IBPC today, the great community of India here in Dubai today. So I feel blessed to be with you, humbled to be with you. A lot of words said today. I've been asked that it will be long speech. I was told 10 minutes, so I was given some 4-5 pages. So I don't know how much you all can bear with me. This you all have heard a lot, but I am not sure. I will take a cue from my colleague, Consul General, about being cautious about data, figures, everything. But certainly I would like to say, while coming in, walking in, seeing such some familiar faces, some new faces, but the great enthusiasm, the smiles, the energy, I think that is really very, I would say, catching. It's something which is very inspiring, which I feel in this room here. So it is something which I really make my day today with the rains and with this energy I find in this room. And most of what could be better to see even the homemakers, the families, when they have put together best of the art out in the foyer area. And what a way I commend IBPC to do that initiative, and even recognizing the force behind the energy in this room. I think that's a very splendid initiative that IBPC has taken. So I commend you for the same. We have, I saw very diligently the presentation on IBPC, which was made with the lovely words of poetry coming out. I think it's a very, for me, very nice to see the strengthening, as the Consul General Satish ji also put out, of the continuing strengthening of the IBPC here in Dubai. Because any forum, any platform has to bring more and more voices together. More and more networking has to happen. Because while living abroad, it is important to have our synergies built together because that helps to catalyze so many new ideas, not only just network, but also create platforms for advocacy, platforms where we share our joys and sorrows at the same time, the success and the challenges at the same time, as also we work together to find solutions together, because we learn from each other in that journey of togetherness. So I am so happy and glad to see IBPC growing from strength to strength. Yes, though, as Consul General mentioned, I was in the day when I was meeting the governing team also, I said, I was told it's now numbers have increased to 700, so I congratulate you. But I still feel that it is maybe just 1% of the Indians who are registered. That's what I understand. So I'm sure governing body has a huge task in front of it to continue to grow strength to strength. And I'm sure, just as they say in us, is when we keep walking, karma banta jata hai. So I'm sure this is your journey. What as Consul General said, if the governing body has done wonderful work over the past year, I'm sure this karma will continue to grow, and I'm sure the flag for India would continue to become bigger and bigger, and the friendship between India and UAE will continue to expand with this Karwa as it grows. No doubt, India-UAE partnership in past 1 decade has seen almost virtual transformation. I was hearing from some of the members of the IBPC during the day also, as also other colleagues, and even from friends in Emirat, which people do acknowledge that the partnership, the comprehensive strategic partnership as we have elevated our partnership to, is a reflection of the transformation over the past decade. And it has not just come on its own. It is an hard work over the years which has been put behind this transformation. It is a hard work which has been put by each one of you and the larger Indian diaspora, which has made UAE your home, away from home. So indeed, that is a hard work which we see a transformation over the past decade, which has your hard work which has resulted in this transformation. And when I was coming here, when I was taking up the charge, so I felt proud and privileged to see that I'm going and assuming responsibilities in a country where partnership is so deep, so strong, built on friendships of centuries. But at the same time, it was quite daunting for me, because if I may say, being in Dubai, that there is already, if the partnership is like a Burj Khalifa already, so what you do next, what you do, it becomes a daunting when if I am on a foundation on a low base, building it is an easier task. One can continue to grow. But if we have seen a transformation in a peak which has gone, so it becomes very daunting what to do. But that task seems easier today when I see you all, and when Siddharthji said that we are a team, we work together, that task has become easier. Now I know I have joined a family, I have joined a team which is there, who will see this new Burj Khalifas are built every day around the country in this partnership. Because there is a bridge of this great Indian community, Indian businesses, Indian professionals who have really laid strength, continue to provide that strength, had a very strong foundation, and continue to provide that resilience to this partnership. So I look forward to working with this wonderful team as a part of your team to be building on this partnership where the relationship, as Consul General said in his words, is about defining partnership of this century. Possibly it has defied many odds already, and it will continue to do so, because this partnership is built on the bonds of friendship between the people. It is being provided, strength and nurtured by the friendship between the leadership of the two countries. There are personal bonds of friendship between the two leaders, whether it is at the federal level or at the state level. I think that's a very strong nurturing thing which is provided. So I'm sure with you as colleagues, as friends, as partners, we will continue to build upon it and realize the vision of the leadership on the two sides to take this relationship to newer and greater heights, for sure. Because when I was coming here, the task I was given was that one you should be looking at is ambition, is with a bold ambition which we should work together. We should work with all the strong intent that this partnership, especially for our businesses, our professionals, have to be grown deeper and deeper every day, every month, every year, around the clock. And with that commitment, I can assure you that we will continue to be part from the embassy, from the consulate. We will be, you will find us always available, always be part of your ambitions to build this partnership, because you are the drivers of that. And when I say that, I know you call me as ambassador. Yes, maybe government has appointed me, but I always feel and believe the true ambassadors are over 4 million Indians who are living here in UAE, because it is your hard work, is your commitment, is the trust that you have built between the societies on the both ends. You are the true ambassadors of India here in this country. And really, I feel proud to be part of that family and commitment. I would just would like to thank from my side also, as Consul General has said, because when I meet, it's been 6 weeks for me in this country, and when I have met leadership, whether in Abu Dhabi or in Dubai, I has always been told that you have a wonderful Indian community here in UAE. They are the ones who are making immense contribution, who have made and continue to make immense contribution to the building of this country. So I feel proud. I want to thank you all for that, because you are the ones who are giving me, you lifting that, I can hold my head high when I meet the leadership in this country. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to each one of you who are really holding our Tiranga very high, and you sing the national anthem of the both countries together in the loud voice. And really, thank you. And I want to thank you as an interesting thing which came to my notice, and I was told that in the increasing membership is I think the proportion of our women entrepreneurs who are joining IBPC is also proportionately coming higher. I'm so glad to hear that, because that's a true strength of what we represent, what India represents. Of course, I'm here, so I will end up saying a few things of what I would hope and look forward to working with you also in coming time. I am, of course, wanted to be in a larger listening mode. As I was told, I should be the one who is 6 weeks old, rather than if I put a cumulative years which are in this room of experience will run into thousands and thousands of years together. So a 6-week-old, as a kid of the block, I think I will take the youth part also as a kid of the block. So it's more for me to listen from you, observe and see what are your priorities, but also to share a few thoughts of my own also in that regard, because we have spoken about how the trade and investment partnership have increased over the past decade, and especially after we have entered into a comprehensive economic partnership agreement. Looking at it, yes, figures are very robust, everything is very good, but some here the feeling I get while talking to colleagues and friends, which I consider all of you, and the larger community, is that we have still not fully realized the potential of what this comprehensive economic partnership agreement is. So that is something which I would want to work with you to be able to disseminate the full potential, and so that each and every one of our businesses, of our professionals can take advantage of this comprehensive economic partnership agreement. And if you feel there are challenges on that account, we'll be very happy. I will be very happy to hear about those challenges as well, so that we can be your voice to make those challenges, how we can work together to resolve those challenges. But awareness about that comprehensive partnership agreement. But we should not limit ourselves to this SEPA, because we have 22, we have almost getting into the 4th anniversary of the SEPA, and there will be time, SEPA is one milestone, but it is in my thought, in my vision, it is just a one milestone, and it is going to be dynamic. There has to be a time when we'll have to look at what after SEPA. So realize the potential, and then what after SEPA. So that is something which I look forward to listening and hearing and understanding from you, from your cumulative wisdom of what we can do even after SEPA. Maybe there will be time when every free trade agreements and such agreements are looked at and undertaken reviews of. So what should we do on that account? Besides that, I think trade and investment in many sectors we have looked at is we have to also look at is what is there for the future. What is the next sectors? What are those bright sectors, spots, which we need to also explore and work. Council General did mention about geopolitical scenarios, the headwinds which come around in different parts of the world, different geographies. But then these are not just headwinds, but we should, as any good business looks at it, is as an opportunity in every challenge which come. So in that, looking for that opportunity, what are the new sunrise sectors that we can work upon? Today, the age of technology. This is, I'm sure, we can learn from our generation alpha, beta, or maybe gamma, as they adopt technology. Somewhere, how do we adopt technology, say in IBPC, in our work culture, but more so, how we can promote the sunrise sector of technology in terms of trade, investment, business, everything out there. How do we do business using it and what we do? Because here I came in and I heard about AI being adopted, focus in the country on AI being adopted even in every government service in the government. How do you do business? So there is really a push, and even in India, as you know, we are giving a high impetus to this growth, which means in India also we want to have a large number of data centers, compute power, use of technology on how do we govern, and also for the business and others. But that is the growth sector which we see for ourselves. So this is one idea of a sunrise sector, what we can do. Looking at it is, I'm sure while being here, you also keep looking at what are the kind of reforms, new sectors being opened up in India out there. I'm sure you do, as good businesses, good professionals, each one of you do that. But as an IBPC, I'm sure while you do your lot of work in terms of working, advocacy, learning, continuous sector specific, is look at the continuing reforms in India, which means you would have seen recently in the ongoing parliament session, I don't know if you have noticed, is in one sector which we have opened up in India, which is in civil nuclear energy sector. We have just passed the law liberalizing that in the Lok Sabha, and so it's a new sector in which we are looking at, because this is a very promising sector, because energy which is required for a country like India, which has to grow. Today we have about 500 gigawatt of energy, so with a different mix out there. If we spoke about Viksit Bharat, Siddharth mentioned about how each one of us has a responsibility to work towards that Viksit Bharat. 2047, a developed India, we will need is energy maybe 6 times, 3,000 gigawatt, 3,500 gigawatt, even more of that. So that has to come from new sectors, and in this, we do feel nuclear energy sector is something which we want to keep push to, besides the other forms of energy. So this is one which opens up great opportunity for us in India, as also for our partners from around the world. And I find in my discussions here also a lot of interest in that sector as well. So I'm just an heads up, just an idea I'm just throwing in terms of just keeping track of these reforms measures. But at the same time, my request to IBPC and every member of the IBPC would be, you with your experience of cumulative experience, please do let us know what could we do more. We, means Government of India, can do more, which can help us to take forward the reform agenda back home in India, which can make us ease of doing business much better, ease of living much better. Because always I like to hear stories when I interact with many of people from the community here. Many of you have told me about the ease of living, ease of doing business in UAE. So I would like to, from your experiences, gain that. What is it that we should do in India much more on that account? But because this is something the Government of India is very much committed to. That's what I can assure you. And this is something which we are looking forward to, because at the end of the day, I'm doing a crowdsourcing here for the ideas out there. So it's a free crowdsourcing, which I'm doing here. But this will also benefit to the larger the India and all our businesses here in UAE as well. Because you are here, because UAE is home to the, I think people forget, the largest number of Indians anywhere in the world, they reside in UAE. People say US, but that includes persons of Indian origin. But largest number of Indians anywhere around the world are in UAE. So I think that's a fact which we should not forget, and that's where what you suggest will be also relevant, because home is not far away. It's well connected. Home is very well connected. It's just about the city of gold is as close to Delhi as is Chennai or Bengaluru or Kerala in that sense. So it's your inputs are very valuable in that. And indeed, I sorry, your nodding heads and everything keep me going. I was told 10 minutes. I think I have exceeded time much longer, but your nodding heads means you are all ready to listen a little more. So I am misusing and abusing this time. I said I will not speak more, but I shelled all my papers, but listening, those smiling, facing very inquisitive, still wanting to listen. So I'm just sharing some more. I thought I will add to my few more thoughts to it, is about how the networking that you do. I see a wonderful IBPC members, all being Indians present in this room. I would look forward to having many more such engagements where you bring in your Emirati friends also into this fold, into this. I'm sure you would be doing those events. I'm very new to the country, to this place, but I'm sure that's something which the bridge which was talked about is you are the true bridge in that, where you connect with our friends from Emirat here and to bring to such events, such gatherings, to have that. Because I was telling my team in the embassy, in the consulate, that whenever we have an event or whenever the community diaspora has their events, so why should it only be us and our families? Because when we say UAE is our home, then home means the Emirati friends are our families. And here in UAE, I think we link with each other with great common values out there. We connect individually at a very different levels with our friends from Emirat. And 2026 happens to be the year of family here in UAE. So if we are really wanting to be part of that year of family, so what better than to bring in those members of our family who are our Emirati friends, join us in our celebration in whatever we do. So I think that will be nice. That will be my conscious efforts also. I will also urge each one of you, in your different capacities, when you do bring in your friend, maybe your business partner, maybe your sports partner, maybe your racing partner, whatever, in what form. So bring in that family so that we can enjoy it together, be the family, and truly feel that kind of an home away from home, as you have said, from Janam Bhumi to Karam Bhumi, and this is like that, building those bonds. Again, last word is about connecting with the youth. I was very happy to see that you have a youth part of it connecting out there, because as Consul General mentioned, the youth is the future of our partnership. We were blessed to have the visits of the Crown Princes of Abu Dhabi and the Crown Prince of Dubai visiting India. I think if you look at it, it's a generational continuity. That is something which we have attempted at a government level to do that. But I would like and urge every member of the Indian community that build that connect of the youth in the Indian diaspora youth, as also the Emirati youth as well. So whatever we do, if we can make some conscious attempt to do that, because they are the future. Because when we say in 2047 we will have a developed India, I don't think I will be there around to see that, but that youth would be the one who would be holding it and taking it forward on their shoulders. So what we intend today is something which we look for that youth, and that youth we have to connect on both sides, be that bridge to connect that youth. So that is, with those words, I want to thank you for being very patient, the wonderful audience. So please feel, I'm sure I will keep coming back because you're such a wonderful audience, and I can keep burdening you with all my thoughts because you're quite polite. But thank you very much for this gracious hospitality, warm words, and a great reception. I already feel at home. Thank you so much.
Thank you, His Excellency. I would request you to please kindly remain on stage.